Let's look at how to deep clean an LG top-load washer without removing anything other than the dispenser drawer. Let's go over what not to do and some fallacies that are out there. This is not a filter. LG top-load washers do not have filters, only LG front-load washers do. LG doesn't recommend disassembling your washer in any way to clean the unit. Any mention you may see that suggests doing so should not be followed. This is a view inside and between the wash tub. You can see how there is some built-up soap scum that needs to be cleaned and also some hard water deposits. I'm going to go over what might cause this and how we can clean the washer going from this to this. LG recommends running a tub clean cycle every 30 cycles to keep the inside of your wash tub clean. However, if you're not running tub cleans regularly as recommended, dirt and soap scum can start to form in the washer. And if you see something else regularly, such as dirt or lint or sludge at the bottom of your washer or that's getting on your laundry, that can indicate that there might be a backflow issue and may be due to the installation of the drain hose. Your wall drain or standpipe should be between 30 and 96 inches for best drainage. Remove the drain hose and check for any gunk around or inside of it. This could indicate that the drain hose is not properly draining and siphoning water back into the drum, causing you to have dirty black stains and flakes on your laundry. You want the drain hose to be inserted between 4 and 8 inches. Depending on how your pipes and P-trap function inside the wall, the installation length may need to be adjusted to correct the drain flow issue. Try inserting the hose at different lengths to see if this will fix the problem. If your drain is dry, you can also try pouring water inside the drain to correct the water flow. Make sure to secure the drain hose to a water line or pipe for support so it doesn't come dislodged. Now that you know what might cause this washer to become nasty and dirty, let's take a look at how easily it can be cleaned. I'm going to start by removing the detergent dispenser. This one is designed similar to a sliding drawer, so you would pull it out and push down and then up to release it. Some trays might have a push and a hole release button. Either way, they're easy to remove. All the pieces in this tray are removable, and you can see there's some mildew inside, and you'll usually see signs of mildew behind as well. So what I want to do is soak these. So I'm going to fill up a sink with hot water and half a cup of a popular oxygen-based cleaner. I'm going to take a quick photo of the tray's orientation so it's easy for me to put back together later. I'm going to take the tray apart and soak these pieces for about a half an hour. After soaking, scrub the tray parts with a dish brush, removing any mildew or stains. I know some people may recommend vinegar or other cleaners, but if you use something like that, it is more abrasive and can start to remove the print and lettering on the dispenser. I'm going to use the same soap solution and wipe out the opening for the dispenser tray because this can also get nasty back there. Next, use the cleaner and wipe out the bleach dispenser compartment. Some of these are removable, this one isn't. For the inside of the hole, I'm going to take a pipe cleaner and clear out anything that might be inside of there, clogging it up. Next, I'm going to wipe down the tub walls using the same cleaner and then use a scrub brush around the top of the drum. Detergents, especially powder detergents, can make their way up the tub and get caked on the outer drum. It's a good idea to wipe these parts of the drum every few cycles or after a tub clean. We're going to clean the tub using an oxygen-based cleaner, giving us a more aggressive clean since this tub is extra dirty. I'm going to add 4 cups of an oxygen-based cleaner. I tested other cycles, but Tub Clean gave me the most hot water with the most aggressive motions, and these motions are meant to break up soils. If you don't have a Tub Clean cycle on the dial, it should be on the control panel. It may be a secondary option with an asterisk that you would just push and hold for 3 seconds. It can also be labeled as a machine clean. Now let's wait and see what we get. I just want to mention that LG doesn't recommend using vinegar to clean inside washers. There are rubber gaskets and seals inside, and the acidity of the vinegar can actually break these down over time, ruining your washer. So just checking in about halfway through, you can see lots of suds and soap. It's pretty high up in the drum, which is great, and that's exactly what we want to see. And let's just check back at the end. Okay, so my tub clean is finished, and the next thing I want to do is run a rinse and spin cycle. You want to run a rinse and spin every time after using a tub clean to flush out any remaining cleaner in the tub and drain line. So this did a great job cleaning the tub mildew. Now that I've completed a tub clean, I want to get rid of the lime scale. This is only because I have hard water here. If you have a water softener, you shouldn't have this issue. I'm going to descale the washer using a lime and rust remover. This has a lower pH than vinegar and safer to use in the washer. You want to use about a half a cup for a normal washer and a quarter cup for high efficiency washers. I'll run one more tub clean followed by a rinse and spin and then see what we get. Take a look inside the tub. Everything looks shiny and clean. Look at that, no more clumping, calcium deposits, and no more visible mildew. Moving forward, I recommend using a normal tub cleaner or machine cleaner and running that cycle every 30 days followed by a rinse and spin.